first phase picks have been a little bit different as well because the Phoenix got banned out from Neon and they let the Batrider through. So 496 got the Batrider, but this time Neon went with the Oracle, so they get the save. This is what I mentioned at the end of the last game. I was like, I hope Neon play with some kind of a save in the game, and I think it's really good against 496's playstyle. And then 496. Neon go with the clock, and 496 go with the apparition. They think apparition obviously will counter the Oracle to reduce some of that healing. But the rest of Neon's draft, as long as it doesn't play too hard into the apparition, I think apparition is just going to be like a mediocre hero in this game compared to last game where he had like a big impact on shutting down a position 3 like frontline tank in the Necrophos, right? So that's pretty big. So Neon then go for the puck pick. Some nice control up can be played as the position 3 against melee cores, and you can just punish them, or it can be played at the mid. It's interchangeable, so quite good for that. Then 496 go with a tiny, really solid hero with apparition. Is a perfect setup stun combo, and then the apparition ulti comes out. You get that huge burst of damage, and nobody can heal through that because of the frostbite, right? Is that I think that's what it's called, the effect of the apparition of the frostbitten?
Yeah, frostbitten. That's right. Correct.
Right, and then Neon now go for the Terrorblade. Terrorblade actually doesn't care much about apparition. When he sunders, he can still swap HP, so he's good with that. And whoa, is you okay there, buddy? They're coming for you.
Yeah, okay. I muted myself, so you just sound insane at this point.
Oh, okay. Right, so
just to remind our viewers, I do live next to a hospital and occasionally get some noisy sirens coming on past here, but I'm very quick. I've learned the ways of Kung Fu to quickly mute myself in such situations. Okay. I know, yeah, Theban's not going insane. He's not hearing.
I could hear it. I'm like, yo, are the stream police coming for you because you started late or what? What's going on?
Yeah, it's a WePlay enforcement service. Like, no one started the stream late. Get him, boys. Get
so resuming
statues on set.
What we were talking about during the draft, so everybody is up to speed on what's going on. So they go with the Terrorblade pick. You can go for like an SNY Titanic build, which could be very effective against 496's heroes. And if it's a Batrider off lane, it's not going to do a whole lot against TB Oracle, right?
No.
So that's going to be a free farm lane for the TB. And then you also have, I think I mentioned the Sunder, which you can still swap even if you get ulted by the apparition. And then 496 now go for the Morphling. In game 1, it was actually banned out in the second phase. This game, they let it through. They take it. Morphling can obviously take the form of the Terrorblade, can metamorph and become like the super strong carry himself. And also Reflection is really good against TB. So you get vision in the fights and also the super strong illusion like running after Terrorblade. So quite good hero like for 496 here. I do think though that Terrorblade can outfarm Morphling like really hard. So they need to try and shut down this Terrorblade, or else even though they do have the morph against TB, I think it's going to be a hard game for 496.
Yeah, I agree. I think TB is definitely the winning core in this combination most times, and now the Night Stalker's going to get pit out from 496. Interesting.
Oh, I like this. Damn. Okay, first of all, I think the Terrorblade is going to have free farm, which is a problem. But
yes,
in the mid-late game, all of a sudden, you have this vision providing hero who can jump the Oracle and find him anywhere, right? And I think they needed that in their draft. So it's kind of hard now for Neon to actually fight up against his NS, and they can't pick the Phoenix to counter the NS by clicking his ultimate and making it daytime either, because it's banned. So I wonder what they're gonna go here. I think Neon do need some kind of vision provider though. Overall, NS is actually a pretty bad hero into Terrorblade because Terrorblade is constantly pushing lanes out with illusions and such. But then I think this NS providing vision to kill the Oracle will naturally give 496 that edge in the team fights.
That's another point I wanted to make. Like, where is the lane pushing from 496? The wave clear in this way. The Batrider is a 4 position. I guess it's going to be, or is it going to be tiny or bat mid?
I think it's going to be a bat mid. It's going to be a tiny 4. Yeah, that's what I think. But I could be wrong because they will have 2 melee like offlaners potentially. So okay, it is bat mid. All right, there we go. So they might end up laning the apparition and the NS together, and then the Morphling and Tiny together. There's potential for that.
Yep, but JG's going to be the one playing the puck, actually. Earth Spirit's going to be on the Earth Spirit, so Earth Spirit's going to be...
Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
Huh. Last time we saw this matchup, I'm pretty sure Earth Spirit got wrecked by Batrider. I think we watched this before.
I think we have, yeah. And I don't think it was pretty, and nothing in my mind makes me think that would be a good matchup. I don't know. I kind of wanted to keep them puck the mid, but well, you know, let's see how it goes for him.
10 seconds.
But it makes kind of sense that they put the puck in the off lane because she can puck. I don't even know what the gender puck is. Anyway, we'll say he because the player is a male. Puck can deal with the morph right in the lane. He can right click the morph from far range. Morph can't really trade that well. Then you also got the silence that you have to worry about. So if somehow the clockwork comes from the side, you know, there's a lot of potential for this morphling to lose his lane. And I think that's really scary for 496. They have the potential to lose both the side lanes really hard. And I think that's exactly what Neon need this game.
Yeah. They need to just kind of catapult themselves into a strong mid game and allow Terrorblade to kind of farm up a bit, rock out of the jungle with a decent amount of items before they're morphling and then Night Stalker. And Night Stalker is a hero which, when you're playing from behind, can feel really bad. You can feel really bad.
Yeah.
Like if you have like a vision advantage, or if you have just the ability to turn around and just murder him in a fight, then it's never fun. Obviously, most heroes feel bad when you're playing from a losing position, but I'm saying Night Stalker, it's really hard to come back with him on your team, I feel.
It's especially bad because you don't really have that, you know, farming, like flash farming capabilities to get your big items.
Yeah, that as well. It's several factors make this hero feel very poop from behind, and add to that the fact that he's not a good laner. It does become quite a tricky hero to make work. I think Night Stalker he's a strong hero in the right position. And I feel like when Night Stalker's doing well, you often find yourself asking, why is this hero not picked all the time? Like, this hero's doing so much work, but that's because it's not going to work every game. The teams which do pick and generally have a good idea on how to make this hero do what you want. That's why I used to like the Night Stalker carry we used to see. I'm kind of surprised that's never made a comeback. You know, we used to have the Ag's Void. Good times. Still does work, but they made it way weaker than it used to be.
You should make a video like Slacks on Night Stalker.
I mean, there's so many heroes where I don't hate Night Stalker though. I have no idea.
Whoa, Bombi?
Going pretty crazy here. Yeah, he's just kind of walked into his own demise. I don't know where he's going. He doesn't know where he's going. He's kind of walking around in circles, waiting for death. And Bombi says, okay in all chat. Revenge. Good stuff. Down goes the Ancient Apparition. Meanwhile, 496 will back themselves away and allow Neon to take control of this area of the map. Meanwhile, Datby going for a bit of a rotation. Nice encouraging words being traded here. Nice. 458.
What the just happened? What the just happened?
Did you realize that the captain of both teams are carries?
Oh yeah, interesting.
They're both the best teams currently in this division right now.
Is there a secret formula here to be figured out? Maybe. Nasty coming in. Actually, a really good hero for taking runes, as you just see, because Toss is a very long stun. So yes, he's able to just steal that rune out from under them, now run himself away. He's going to get cut off by the clock, though. Yes, he could be in some trouble here. He's got the brown boots, so can maybe try and run them around in some circles, but eventually you're going to have this this Fortune's End available on the Oracle. And Playhard's going to just keep on chasing. It's the boot battle, though. Both heroes have boots. Let's see if Playhard can get in range. He can, but gets tossed back immediately by Yassi. Good job from the Tiny, and that should keep him alive. Playhard still wants him, though. What's the movement speed difference? Tiny's 5 movement speed slower. He's going to catch him. Run! That is fine.
Oh, wow. So they're going to put the Terrorblade bottom. I'm sorry, the Morphling bottom, so it doesn't lane up against the puck, and this gives Night Stalker a 1v1 lane. So the NS can, like, actually have a decent lane.
Yeah, not bad.
They're really playing for the NS, yeah. But this Morph is going to suffer quite a lot.
He's suffering already there as he's trying to get the attribute shift going, but it's not enough. Too much damage coming on through. Level 1 Morphling abused for being as weak as a hero as he is.
Level 1 Morph has to be the weakest hero in the, like...
Gotta be,
right? Alchemist is up there too.
Yeah,
Alchemist. I think Morphling might even be weaker, because Alchemist at least has some movement speed.
Yeah, true enough. Then the Morphling can actually hit hard when he's when he morphs at you.
Yeah.
Either way, it is going to stick to this tri-lane at bottom. Both teams really wanting to commit behind their hard carries and give them a decent game. But TB obviously with a great start because of that that metamorphosis gives him off a really good beginning. And JD's actually come down to this bottom lane as 4-5-8 is going to get blown up again. Too much damage coming out here as they're level 2. And this is just an absolute disaster for 496. They just get torn apart in every which direction.
Wait, that's a Morphling dieback. I mean, not dieback, but, you know, back-to-back deaths with no TP now.
Yep, walk of shame, and he's heading up to top, it looks like. Well, Tiny's going to get stunned up, but he's okay.
TP top because he can get free farm against NS, right? No, like, NS can't do anything against the Terrorblade, so if NS is going to get free farm anyway, might as well give the other free farm to the Terrorblade, and then the Puck wants to lane against the Morphling. You can just keep on right-clicking him. So really smart plays from Neon. As soon as the meta's down, he just goes to the lane where he can absolutely free farm. 4-5-8 gonna walk top here.
Yeah, see?
I guess there's a one.
Jump by the Puck here. Puck, though, taking hits from the tower as well. This might be a little bit closer than he first realized, but does have the right click, stepping him down, but Bumby gets a return kill as well. So a pretty even trade. And now, yeah, the Morphling up at top. Datby, he probably wants to TP out, but he's sticking around. But me on the mid lane, Yo-Pad's gonna bring down Hung Hung. Oh my goodness.
I did not expect that one bit. How is that even possible? An Earthbreak can kill a Batrider? He must have kicked them into the tower. I didn't notice what happened.
Let's have a little look. Let's have a look at the death summary. So, yeah, he took 103 physical damage from just the Radiant. That could be a tower, or that could be creeps.
Creeps, yeah.
Yeah, he just basically got hit by a bunch of spells from the Earth Spirit. He did have 7 stacks on him, the Earth Spirit, so I imagine the Batrider was trying to get something done. Hard to tell what exactly.
Getting gone on here by the clock and the Oracle. He's okay.
Yeah, thank you, Flames and Jay. Well, actually, it's some trouble here. He's gonna get run down. Oh, Bombi, he's doing it. He is doing it on this AA.
Oh man, you gotta click for the Fairy Fires, bro. This is what we say. Fairy Fire is the most OP item in the early game.
Yep.
Oh, he did not see that. Or Apparition had a Fairy Fire there. Got debated.
Puck up in the top lane, getting blown up. They've got the Avatos and they've got the Void as well. Dappy is really spending a long time up in this top lane though. He's not going down to bottom. He's kind of just securing this Morphling's lane, which is kind of weird for reposition.
Well, he doesn't have mana to be able to go bottom.
He doesn't now, no, after that kill, but he had it for a long time. Meanwhile, Yo-Patch is going to roll in for the DD rune. Hung going to be upset about that. I think one of the nicest quality of life changes to Batrider was the fact that he can cast Sticky Napalm from any direction now.
Right. That's
playing
true.
the hero so much nicer.
Bottom, Bombi. They really don't like Bombi.
They don't do that. No, they gank him level 1, they jump him now, they've thrown a lot of kills into him. Oh my god, Morphling committing so hard to this clockwork here. He might have just killed himself for it. I don't know,
I think
dude.
he's fine.
I think he's fine, actually. Yes, he's coming in. Yo, the Terrorblade could be in some real trouble here. They need a little bit more damage, but no! He gets bursted by the Oracle. He stopped morphing strength for just a second. The Oracle's just like a predator jumping on him with those bursts. I want to die, says the Oracle. Well, I mean, you're not going the right way about it, sir. Yeah, see, finally.
I thought he was just gonna walk away with the morph.
And you actually got that bounty ring as well. Oh, nice. Oh, that is a dead Night Stalker. See you later, buddy.
Time to hibernate.
Yeah, he got cogged up by the clockwork. He tried to get out by hitting the cogs and with his extra movement speed and attack speed, but just wasn't enough. He's only level 4, this Night Stalker. I think this Night Stalker's lane kind of got ruined because the Morphling walked to the top lane, surprisingly, right? Because he was free farming before that.
Mm-hmm.
He even had the most amount of assets, and now things are awkward. And Skemberloo, he's level 5. He's got a couple of Wraith Bands. He's willing to go into the jungle if need be. There's so much chaos, dude. Again, 13 kills in this game, just 5 minutes in.
Yeah, they're flying into, and even a kill in the mid lane as well. But yeah, mostly the side lanes. There's just so much action. You know, try versus try, kind of what we expect, but still, it's been pretty violent. Trying to set up something on Hung Hung here, it looks like. Oh, sorry, something with Hung Hung here. Batrider nearly at that 6, so I guess that's the timing they're looking for. A ward being placed down by Bombi as well.
Oh my god, it just got bursted in 1 second. I won't blame you if you missed that. I just saw it coming because we just TP in bottom.
I mean, literally, look at the death summary. In 1 second, they did Purifying Flames, Fortune's End, Boulder Smash, and
hard.
even a rolling boulder as well. Meanwhile, over towards mid is exactly as you say. Play hard, getting run down. The 5 stacks are sticky, making things an awkward situation, but they're going to get the return kill onto Yeezy here. Into Yassi, sorry, is Yanuel down for a TP out, and he's going to be able to get himself away. But yeah, this Oracle's a menace. This Oracle's an absolute menace.
No,
7
he's
and
got
1.
too much- Yeah, this is like the apparition from last game, right?
Yep.
He's level 5 now. He does insane amount of burst damage.
Yep.
He can go anywhere on the map and just pair up with one of these melee Sabo dudes, and then he's gonna get a kill. He's just gotta keep moving around, man. That's all he's gotta do. Keep buying clarities, chug them, move around with your super powerful power spike you have at the moment. Keep getting kills. It's funny, people. Oh, top lane.
Yeah, they're going here. They've got 4 heroes on this Night Stalker. I don't think he's getting out of this one okay. He has got a 1, but I mean, what's the point? There's 4 heroes here. You are dead. And they're looking to put pressure on the tier 1 tower as well, but down bottom, I mean, 458's already getting to work, putting pressure onto the other opposing towers, so... Fortify's returned as well. Meanwhile, oh, they're looking for the Oracle here, but they don't have that much damage to bring him down with, so... Yes, he's just gonna pop his combo, and Oracle's just like, huh,
Bottom,
did someone tickle me?
Let's go. He went on the 458, but 458 got the waveform off. Did not get burst.
All's well. All is well. And now the 3 points on a tribute shift as well. He can play wherever he wants. He can do whatever he wants.
Top that B, popping his ulti.
Yeah, trying to get away over the tree line here. Still being chased as Bombi turns up to this one as well. I mean, these Terrorblade illusions do a lot of damage, Bombi. You've got to keep away, my friend. JG trying to finish the job here. Meanwhile, CM does actually go down to Dabby. Big kill. Big kill as Bombi's going to get finished off. And January very nicely leaving the kill for the puck. Meanwhile, Dabby.
Bottom, Yo-Pudge.
You got to be careful. Ooh, Yo-Pudge getting brought down. That's a big one. Hung and Yassi making it happen.
Yeah, there's fights happening on both sides of the map, and they're just trying to play in like these little groups of 3 and 4, like small skirmishes and stuff, and there's just so much kills. You can't keep up with all of them, man. Holy smokes.
No, this is too many at this point. We're on 21 kills at 8 minutes 40. We're nearly tripling the kill per minute.
Oracle's already level 6, also has arcane boots. I don't think this game is going to slow down one bit. And here comes another smoke up from Bombi and Hung here. Apparition, Batrider going bottom. They want to find Skembaloo. They know he TP down here, so he's stuck in this area of the map. They find him.
They kill Skem again. This is going to be absolutely disastrous. There's no TP point either. Oh, sorry, there is. The tower is still up, actually. So...
TP's coming.
Yeah, Hung might want to think twice about this one. Bombi's kind of watching, and he's like, I don't know about this one, Chief. Might have to leave you to it. I'm trying to find a way, but yeah, there comes a coil, making sure there's no TP away from the Batrider. He's making them waste a lot of time for this one at the very least. You know, not the easiest kill in the world, but will go down. The Skem's got to grab it as well. That's big. That is big.
Yeah, killed him. That's very good. He's actually not like the highest net worth in the game yet, Skembaloo.
No, he's not.
So even he has the highest, he has the most amount of assets. Morphling is just a little bit behind him at the moment, but this is where like his farm should start to pick up. He's got the level 4 Conjure image going. There's a bounty who's coming. Clockwork trying to get some stacks here. Well,
yeah, meanwhile, ooh, Night Stalker was actually brought down elsewhere on... sorry, the Night Stalker gets a kill onto the puck as they fight over the runes. Playhard's going to be okay, though. He's able to grab himself the bounty, and the bounties will go 2 apiece. Nice and even as 458. Pushing in mid really hard. Look at this. Dude, someone needs to come and deal with this. Yeah. I can't believe they let this happen, actually.
They want to burst him. Geno's like, I'm ready, boys. Let's go.
They get seen out by the AA with that little ice vortex. Meanwhile, Dabby comes in, going to get his health swap straight away as Genuel trying to bring him down with the Purifying Flames, and the core's going to finish the job as well. Goodbye, Dabby. Goodbye, Bombi as well as he gets annihilated by Skem. 3 kills in the middle lane. What the hell was that? He just all of a sudden feed, honestly. 496.
That was also a Dark Ascension used there too. So for 2 minutes, there's not going to be nighttime available. I wonder if Neon is actually going to use this.
I feel like they could look to pressure the mid now, which I absolutely want to see them doing. Fortunately, the TP TP'd out, which I'm not actually super keen about. Would have really liked to see him just pressure in this tower. Meanwhile, bottom tower will fall, and Hung and Yo-Pudge having their battle once again here. Hung trying to run himself away, and the Magnetide's actually going to come down. Yo-Pudge committing to this one. He's got another roll that has some rocks as well if he wants to try and go for it, but just keeps on throwing them onto Hung here. And there goes the kill. Januel brings him down with the Purifying Flames. Alright, it
He's
dies.
got
so
8
it's
kills.
terrible.
Funny. He's on a mega kill on the Oracle. Dude, this is my
General,
kind of
what a
Oracle
god.
right here.
Yeah.
It's funny. People think Oracle is like this defensive, you know, save kind of hero.
Yeah.
Okay, meanwhile, it's very getting gone on this.
Yeah, Eu-VODs. They're probably gonna lose his life here. They need a little bit more to bring him down. And now the puck comes through the save as well. Hook shot onto 2. Oh my goodness, that combination is tasty. They'll get themselves. Doesn't catch him. Doesn't catch him. Eu-VODs is out.
If that
Oh,
landed,
damn.
that was a dead Earth Spirit.
It was, yeah, it was.
'Cause the
But
Oracle
yeah, it's
was
funny you
like-
say that about Oracle because, yeah, I mean, especially in lower MMR games, like heroes just run at you and they just like don't respect purifying flames whatsoever. 'Cause no one knows how to play the hero properly, and you can just like murder people. You can absolutely murder people in mid MMR.
It's not
games.
only low MMR games, like in all brackets, like Oracle is actually an aggressive. He's a killer. Right?
Yeah.
What he needs though on his team is like a bunch of heroes who can run in for him
Yeah.
and provide vision, right? So he can like provide that burst damage from the back and not let the opponent jump into you. And that's what's happening in this game. He snowballed a bit. He got level 3 really quick, and he's playing against a Morphling in his lane. So it's like super easy hero to kill too, because he got like low HP. And you just keep on tossing your spells at them. And now look at him. He's got 8. He's 8, 1, and 6.
Living the
Crazy.
dream. Living the dream.
Yeah, I want to see how much damage is done as well. It's like very efficient.
Yeah, I really don't understand why there's never a damage done stat here. They jump in on the Tiny, he's gonna get killed off. Easy peasy for Neon. Yeah, I don't understand
Chibi?
why that's not a damage done stat here on the left-hand side of the
Get on
map.
him.
Oh no, Lasso comes out. Daniel's here though. He doesn't have an ulti though. Nothing to save him with. He can make a magic beam for a little bit, and that's going to help out. And now the Sunder comes in. They keep him alive. They blow up Hung Hung. Oh no, and now Skem gets another one as they cut down Bombi. 496 are getting wrecked. There's 24 kills on the side of Neon. What?
Holy smoke. Dude, it's because
24 kills.
496 is trying to play aggressively, right? They're trying to
Yeah.
make plays happen. But Neon are always there to counter the play. And they play against Oracle. So it's like multiple things that you have to consider before you actually take the engagement. This is what I meant at the end of game 1. I'm like, I want to see Neon have like a save in their lineup. And you
Yeah.
can see how effective it has been against 496 in this game.
Absolutely. It's a huge deal. We're both asking for that, and how they do deliver and then some. Makes this team so much better. Now, ERC, he's feeling scared in his own side of the map. Hook shot in, Bombi's been found, and they've gone with the Fortune's End as well. That was beautifully done from Januel and the Clockwork, and they will take down Bombi, but the return comes in. They actually blow up Januel on the backlines. That's a big kill. Unfortunately, Yassi gets the gold. Meanwhile, play hard, getting beaten down. The Clockwork's not going to be surviving this engagement. They're going to lose him. I guess it's not the worst thing in the world that Tiny gets a gold, because that's going to work in towards his Blink Dagger, which I guess is okay. Somehow, the Morphling is the highest net worth hero in the game, tied up with the TB. Actually, TB just gets a couple of CS, so pulls ahead. But yeah, really tight between the two. Meanwhile, Eu-VODs goes for a pretty wild jump there.
He's just saying hello to the Morphling. Like, hey, buddy.
Look what
You
I can
remember
do!
me?
Morphling, look what I can do!
I want to see morph into Earth Spirit too. That's a pretty cool hero to morph into as well.
Yeah, steal
They
his
just
stones.
start rolling in. Yeah, you got that nice juicy stun on top of the opponent, and you silence them. It's fun to watch Morphling players sometimes because they have so many options, right, of what they can become.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's
Oh, I
tasty.
bet Puck is pretty annoying as well. If you copy Puck, then he just waiting riff the Puck. It's gonna be pretty sad.
For sure, yeah, for sure. There's some good steals this game, that's for sure. And you can also even steal the meta if you really want to. Meanwhile, they'll jump onto the Bat Rider. He's just going to lose his life here. See you later, Hung Hung. This burst damage is just ganking potential of this Neon lineup is insane. And they're just using hookshot off cooldown as well. I mean, this is exactly the kind of game you want. If you're a Clockwork player, this is what you love.
Oh, so much damage.
Yeah, they try to defend mid here. I mean, this Ice Blast got to cut through too. Januel, once again, going to lose his life. The Clockwork not looking too healthy either, but Skem, he's just holding his ground, doing a ton of damage. Full stuff away, push them to the other side, and they will be able to get down that B as Play Hard gets dropped as well. Oracle buys back into this one. He knows he can keep his TB alive if needed, and that is the #1 plan in this game. Make sure Skem doesn't go down, especially when he's got meta going. Oh, Illusion Room,
dude.
lovely.
He bought out and he almost still he got the kill right on the NS too, Januel, and now he has Aether Lens. That's crazy to have it this early into the game on Oracle. It's gonna make it so much harder for 496 to be able to kill the Oracle now because it's gonna stay so many screens away. And while this TB is becoming stronger, the NS won't be able to run past the TB to get to the Oracle either. Top,
No.
there's a lasso.
See you later.
Bat Rider. Bloop.
Fuck. Fuck. Run. Run, JG. Coil. Wait, but he's got no idea where he is. How? Uh-oh. Oh, his Firefly ran out. Oh, no. Hung. Oh, tragedy. A Greek tragedy here in the top lane.
Oh, JG, dude. He just outplayed him so hard. Damn. Here we go. They're still here, though. They want to kill him.
Come on, revenge. They need this revenge for the team mentality, for the team morale. It needs to happen, and it will. Yep. There's German. We got him. And they're looking for play hard as well, because why not? Dark Ascension seems like overkill, but I mean, they'll take any kill they can get. But Eu-VODs comes flying on through here, helping out, trying to drop Dappy, even pop the Magnetize for it as well. And Januar's going to come and help. He drops the Purifying Flames and will allow him to get the kill. But meanwhile, Yassi kills off Play Hard finally in the back here. Does need to run himself away, but Eu-VODs running out of mana. A nice Avalanche as well is going to stop the Rolling Boulder and allow the Tiny to escape. And he's now got his Blink Dagger finished. That's actually a really big timing for 496. This is how they can fight back into Neon way more comfortably.
Right. They gotta get the Apparition and the Tiny to smoke up and play together and start bursting heroes. Even the Puck can actually die to a combo there. He did go for the Spirit Vessel first because it's a Morphling. Doesn't have a blink or anything yet. So if you can like catch him after he uses his orb, that would be really nice. Picking the Puck off is probably the best thing to do because if the Night Stalker gets coiled up, the Terrorblade will shred him.
One thing I just want to say here quickly is that when you're playing Terrorblade with an Oracle on your team, I think it's really valued to get a Morbid Mask. Not something you usually see on a Terrorblade, but you, like using Sun. If you ever get ultied by Oracle, and you need a way to get some health back. And there's an egg in the game, so that might be why he's not considering it this time around. But you know, Sunder doesn't give you health. It's not going to be amplified by False Promise. Like if you Sunder inside False Promise, then it does literally nothing. It just doesn't work, and you still gets put on cooldown.
Alright, so...
Or you turn the enemy's health into your health, but your health does nothing, is what I'm trying to say.
Right. I think this TB eventually will end up going for like a Satanic anyway, though.
Yeah.
Because you want that Frostbitten effect to last less time on you.
Yeah.
And you just want to be able to click Satanic and full heal after 2 hits.
For sure. And that's something we haven't really talked about so much, is the fact that Oracle is countered by AA this game. You know, whilst he's having an amazing game right now, his effectiveness isn't going to be massive in the mid game, simply because his ulti is not going to be huge with this. If the AA blast comes out onto him, it's not going to do anything. You're just going to sit there not being damaged for a while, but, you know, still receiving the damage afterwards, and nowhere to heal you up, which is a problem. But yeah, Satanic would help with that a lot. It's a really core item pick up for the TB this game.
Yep. Status resist is amazing. Also against the Bat Rider, can't lasso you either.
Yeah, feels good. Feels very good. We have a hook shot coming forward. They've actually managed to find out Yassi here. This is a big pickoff if they can bring down this Tiny, but Tiny actually turning it around. They're both going to go down here, it looks like. Play hard, not surviving this one, but now the core comes down on TH and Apparition, but 4-5-8, turning into the Puck, looking for Eu-VODs on the backline, but Meon that beat to take it to the front here, trying to beat in the Puck, but with Skem backing him up, can't really fight into that. Meanwhile, Eu-VODs just running himself away from the Morph. Meanwhile, the backlines of the fight, orbs being sent across. It's an orb warfare right now as Januel's getting jumped by 4-5-8. 4-5-8 trying to deal the damage and will be successful in doing so. And a beautiful flame break stops Eu-VODs from connecting onto Morph, but it doesn't matter. Skem's got too much damage, but now the lasso comes down. They'll finish him off. Down goes the Kel, the carry as well. Carry's lying dead all over the place as Bombi's going to lose his life. Eu-VODs can't get up to the high ground, blocked by Dappy. Wow, this Night Stalker has a impeccable fight.
That was so huge for them. They needed something like that to happen. The Morphling went in. He actually tanked the brunt of that damage. He got vesseled up. He died. But in exchange, they were able to get rid of the Terrorblade and the Earth Spirit. If you're this far behind, I mean, in terms of kills and XP, I think these trades are so beneficial for 496. Look at Neon. They're only up 1k gold.
And doubling their kill count almost, and yet they're only up 1k gold. And this isn't a small kill count. This isn't like, oh, one team's got 5 kills, one has 18 kills, one has 33. And there's not a gold difference between them. I mean, this is crazy. This is mental. Yassi, meanwhile, he's having more clock problems. He's got 99 problems, and a clock is about 98 of them. And he's going to just snap off this coil and wait for the sweet release of death. Playard is not letting Yassi play the game. Very rude.
Radiant structures.
Guys, don't spoil in the chat. You know, I've got 2 monitors. I'm gonna ban you. We're not messing around. You do get banned for spoiling. Don't do it.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
One-man band. Meanwhile, back right out. Oh, BKB actually coming out, but the hookshot's still going to connect, and it's going to get wasted. Hung loses his life. Eu-VODs brings him down. And a BKB wasted at that. That's painful. That is painful. Back rider. I'm getting a little bit overzealous. He's really not having a great game this battle. I mean, actually, I say that. In the last fight, he did kill Skem pretty much by himself, getting the amazing lasso off just as he wanted to try and get off the Sunder. Pretty important. The Skem's actually looking to turn his Sanjin Yasha into a Manta.
Yeah, I agree with that. And get the Hubbard going, because the Hubbard will give you some status assist still, which is really good
as well.
And you can use that against the Morphling. I think it's a good purchase. The Manta is just too valuable. Like when the NS goes in, you want to be able to pop that Manta and just kill it, right? They don't know which is the real one as well. Yeah, there we go. You got it. Are they going to smoke up on the side of Dire? No, they're not. They're going to wait until 2 more minutes so they can pop the smoke right before like nighttime hits. And they need to save the Dark Ascension for any aggressive plays in Neon. So they have that ready to counter the fight right now. And Neon are like slowing this game down. They realize like, okay guys, maybe we need a few more items before we can take any more engagement. Last engagement was pretty ugly.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about Terrorblade going for the Manta Halberd is that, like, it's not going to set you up for getting that Satanic at a really good timing, you know? It's going to be a little bit late. I'm glad he's not going for Skadi, but I don't know, I feel like Satanic would have been. Yeah, and that's in some trouble right now. He's getting jumped upon here. He's controlled up really nicely. Not able to get off any spells, and he's just going to get bought down.
Yeah, it's still daytime too, so they're not going to TP in there when he's all alone.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They really want to kill those illusions off. That's a lot of TPs coming in. Oh, they're actually abandoning top to go for a play here. They're gonna get Bomby.
See you later, my man. Rest in peace. Went for the TP, didn't quite make it out. The good ones never do. Alright, so Skem has now finished off his Heaven's Halberd and his Manta. I mean, that is a really scary thing, right? Like, you see the Terrorblade at 1 second, he's got Sanjin Yasha, you see him again, he's like, whoa, he's completed 2 items? What the hell? But then you kind of, your brain does the thing, and you're like, oh yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't think it's like, okay, for Dire right now, play into this Halberd. I don't think the Morphling is going to be able to attack the TB, right? So,
yeah.
And it's also 5-second disable because of the range hero.
He's going back for the shotgun, which I like. The magic damage into the TB is really important.
Exactly. You can't play Morphling without the... Like, when was the last time you saw Morph without E-Blade and actually do very well in the game? It's going to be like 1 in, what, 10 games?
Yeah, for sure, yeah. I think that's like 1 in 10 games. Like, sometimes you see him with an Earthshaker and they just want to go like for all-out damage and mobility and such. But yeah, I mean, it's very, very rare.
So the Heaven's Halberd also gives you spell HP regeneration. So sorry,
don't like this movement here, but if they find the Terrorblade, it's going to be very nice indeed. But they're trying to keep their distance from Skem. Stop him getting upset. No, the silence comes out just in time. They'll bring him down, but as is a Morphling, both the carries once again dead at the start line. But they buy back Morphling and Terrorblade, both matching each other's buybacks here. It really is a measuring competition. Meanwhile, Eu-VODs just playing around this fight here with that BKB, but not actually getting a whole lot done. JG's going to be the one chasing onto Bombi here, and Bombi will get brought down. JG gets a double kill, as that will put an end to things, it looks like. Ooh, who came out better from this one? Oh, if they get Roshan, it's definitely going to be Neon.
I have to say 496, but yeah, if they get Roshan, then yes, Neon. They got 2 buybacks from Neon there, and only 458 bought out there. I'm not even sure why 458 bought out. I got kind of confused, but then maybe Skembalu's buyback is in reaction to 458 because they didn't want to lose the Roshan. But yeah, they're going to get the Aegis here.
Guys, they need to get here. Hung though, he's holding onto his buyback and onto his TP. They're not trying this. They're going to let them take it.
They really cannot. They really can't. There's no vision available for them in that area of the map. They would just get initiated right away by the Earth Spirits, and then they would just start throwing heroes in 1 by 1. They're also fighting into meta and Oracle ulti, so they just have to give it up. Yeah, I guess at this point, Neon's ahead with the... oh no, 458. You better get out, bro. He's got an ace soon.
Run! Oh, Tiny tanks it. He's like, run, my child.
Get down, Mr. President.
Yeah, for sure. Take a bullet for you, my carry, my prince.
I mean, he has no buyback. If he dies there, that's... I don't know, man. How 496 would come back from that. Giving up Aegis and your carry dying back. So Tiny definitely making the right play. Giving his life up for the Morphling there. And now I think Neon are going to be quite comfortable for the next 3 minutes before they actually start taking towers again. Once the meta's up. The Scammer at this point, he just wants to farm to his BKB, right? He knows this NS. If he goes on top of him with Fear, he actually can't do anything. Can't stun there. So fights are absolutely terrible for him. So he just go for that BKB. He decided not to go for the Scotty. I was thinking that. Why didn't he just go for a BKB this game? Like, considering that there's no other ways to counter that crippling Fear.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know, like the silences are a pretty big deal. And
Right.
Satanic does not help against crippling here. That's one of the big things. Like crippling fear does not care about stage resistance, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Radiant's
AoE
top tower is
silence.
under attack. Radiant's top tower.
Hook shot forwards here. They found the Morphling, but they don't want him. And actually, 458 turns back in here, looking towards a clockwork. They do throw the Fate's Edict down onto him, stop the E-Blade coming through, and Morphling a little bit preemptive with that one. Does have the Adaptive Strike. Not really using it. A little bit awkward there from 458 as he messed up his combo a little bit. But they're still continuing going here. And actually, the tossbacks might take this 2 kills. Maybe it was a bait all along, but probably not. But either way, it's nice. They get themselves the double kill. 458 feeling absolutely fantastic about this.
Dire's bottom tower.
I mean, you can see Yopaj and JG here on the side. They're like thinking, oh, do we help these guys? Wait, but our Terrorblade is all the way at the top lane. So we're just like 4 supports trying to kill a Morphling all by ourselves. It's just not possible. So this is the point in the game where Neon, it kind of feels like they just have 4 supports on their team, don't it? And the Terrorblade.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it's the
Earthspirit
4
and
protect
Puck.
one.
Right, like Earthspirit and Puck kind of fall off at this point, just a little bit. And the Terrorblade is like, they're all in on this hero, so if they don't fight around the TB, there's no point for Neon to really make any aggressive. Oh, someone's getting caught. Oh, nice.
Well, Skem's kind of surrounded at this point as well, but he just wants to meta, turning it around and try to blow up the Tiny as quickly as possible. But the E-Blade from the Morphling's actually going to help him out here. Morphling would go popping his own Manta, but now he's going to get Spirit Vessel silenced up in some real trouble with popping that Manta too early. Can he get himself out of this fight? They're just chain locking him down and they get that kill. Oh man, now they look over towards more. Ice Blast going to come through. Meanwhile, the Night Stalker playing around the trees. He's got that BKB, trying to bring down that Puck. Meanwhile, Bombi going to get rolled on by Yopaj. Bombi running out of options, running out of life, and running out of ways to live. Just gonna kind of hide in this creep camp here. Doop-a-doo, I'm just a mud golem, don't mind me, guys. Oh, shit. Oh, well, he tried. But yeah, I mean, that's a pretty big deal. The Morphling's dead. I don't want to say, like, he shouldn't have used the Manta because he absolutely had to, but they're just too far forward. They weren't respecting the side of Neon at all. The Scam just pops up meta, they get the coil out onto 2, and all of a sudden you're out of options because Morphling just can't waveform away. And then you're
it was a terrible fight. Because the Batrider blinked in, he couldn't get the lasso initiation right away, right? When you fail initiation like that, you just gotta back off and reset and go in once more, because you've already lost your element of surprise. And now the Morphling, die back, they're just gonna push up into the high ground. They know these fights are only 4 versus 5 for the next 40 seconds.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Barracks under siege by the side of Neon.
Barracks are under attack.
But what you gonna do, bro? It's just an Aegis Terrorblade. You really wanna go on him?
And Yopaj is constantly threatening with the roll forwards as well. Puck, he's going to have the coil, not for 35 seconds. Yep, they've tossed him out of position. Skem could be a little bit vulnerable, but of course has that Aegis, has the save, has the Sunder as they bring down that AA. See you later, buddy.
Well, it looks like you do get health.
You do?
Sunder.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. HP swap apparently working out of the mechanic there as Yassi jumps onto Yopaj. Not too sure what this is about. A little bit of an awkward engagement here as now the Tiny's just going to be fresh meat sitting here ready for the taking, but 458's back in the game. Got to go from the high ground, but he's got to be a little bit scared here as Reflection's just doing so much work. Lasso drags the Oracle out of position here, but they don't have the follow-up damage to take him out. Yopaj as well, bouncing around, but he's too tanky to really just jump on a nuke. They can maybe look towards the Terrorblade now, but Terrorblade still could be vulnerable, but they won't be able to really bring him down here. Maybe they'll look forward to Puck instead. TP getting super low as well. They don't want to try and take down the Aegis carrier as the Puck gets dropped down now. Thunder comes out, hung vulnerable, but they get the Morphling as well. 458 both walk down, no buyback from this, but they realize they have to fight anyway. But how can they? There's an Aegis. There's so much available from the side of Neon. Dappy hanging on the high ground, as is Hung. Maybe they can look for something here as he jumps back in. Ice Blast going to come through as well. Should connect onto the puck, takes him out. Clockwork may be vulnerable as well. Maybe they're going to get the TP. Yes, they will. Take him down once. Meanwhile, oh no, the Night Stalker. He's invis. He's forced up. He's still alive. 496 are actually taking this fight somehow. It's pretty tasty. Meanwhile, the Metamorphosis is actually off cooldown and popped again by Skem, and that is probably going to mean that 496 are done with this engagement. Although, gotta be careful as this Bat Rider get beaten in by his own illusion and by the uh-oh. Bombi's been seen here. Does manage to dodge out the roll, but Eu-VODs is on top of him. Eu-VODs got to be careful as well, though, as there's a Tiny coming in. He's got the nuke potential. BKB popped, actually, from the Earth Spirit. Ice Blast just going to clip him. They will get the kill, but now Scam popping those illusions. Blowing up one, blowing up two from the high ground. He's got the Aether Blade. Is it going to save him? I think it just about is. It's cute. Ghost Scepter. Play hard. Won't actually find anything here. Again, they're just kind of kiting a TB with Skadi. I mean, this is impressive, to be honest. And now no meta, and Morphing's going to be up in 5 seconds. Neon, they need to leave. I really feel like they're in a vulnerable position right now. They're going to be 3 versus 4 in just a minute, and they need to get themselves out. And they do shift it into reverse. Morphling, he's looking, he's hungry, he's horny. He's going to try and look for the Terrorblade, but Terrorblade's backing him out, and he's going to be all right. In the end, Neon get the safe getaway. I say this, they're still running after them, but I'm sure they can't catch them. Wrong before, though. Your silence suggests maybe, just maybe, they're still going to try and go for this. And yeah, play hard, see on the high ground. But the Bat Rider jump into the back here, finds the Oracle, but he's in real deep. Despite the BKB, still taking a ton of damage from the TP with that physical. But in comes 458, turning into the Morphling, using that meta. But in comes the Coil as well. Another fight breaking out here as play hard's going to be the target of the backlash. The Ice Blast brings down Januel, and they will be able to bring down the Clockwork as well. I don't think he's running himself out of this engagement. So they do find themselves 2 more kills after all. But the big one survives. Skem gets himself away on the Terrorblade, and he is the most important hero in the game by anybody's count, and he lives. Meanwhile, Puck, I'm gonna go and grab some bounties. Dappy popping out silence, but able to get on top of the little fairy dragon. You know, Dappy's TP is actually gonna be cancelled here. He's got a Tiny to back him up, so I'm not super worried, but maybe I should be. He's actually losing his health. It's BKB. It's not going to be popped, actually. It's going to get brought down. Meanwhile, Tiny does commit to this fight a little bit too late, using those spider legs to play around a bit, get himself over to the enemy high ground, or to his own high ground, actually. Trying to run himself out. Eu-VODs is just not giving up, though. He's like a dog to a bone, but now he's in a bit of a pickle, but he's got that BKB just ready to pump it out whenever needs be. He's not worried about these BKB charges, and now they're going to jump in, the jump forward kick back from the Eu-VODs, but now they jump on top. 458 is here, and he's picked himself a double damage rune, so you've got to be respectful of this Morphling. And finally looks like we'll have a bit of peace and quiet.
Holy, so okay, let me go ahead and draw you a picture of where this fight started, okay? I think it started over here. It went like this, then it went like this, back again like this, and then something like that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you've got the whole map, dude. You might as well use it as your battleground, right? Like,
oh my, that was like a 5-minute fight. I literally didn't say a word for like 4 or 5 minutes, I think.
Yeah, pick up some slack here, bro. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna have a glass of water. You take us through a bit of analysis.
Alright, well, it all started with the Morphling die mid, going back to the mid lane. They try to take the engagement with the Aegis and the Terrorblade. He pops the meta after all of his teammates died because 496, you know, they got a bunch of good spells and the Apparition Ultimate. And then, now that the meta was used, they felt like they had to stick around and take the fight. And 496 Morphling used a lineup, so they chased him all the way down into the bottom jungle, kill off 3 heroes, and then chase them all the way back to the top jungle where the Earth Spirit was sitting around. Morphling gets the DD. Oh my god, this Morphling is actually like quite underfarmed because he died back to back there. But because of these recent kills that he got bottom and top area, he's actually making his way back into the game. Like, he's got that BKB now. So it's getting kind of good for 496, I would say. There's a lot of kills on the side of Neon still. I mean, a lot of those were from the early game, so they're not as valuable as these late game kills. But I feel like 458 are starting to 496 are starting to stabilize quite a lot in this game, and this Apparition is only going to become stronger because, you know, late game Frostbite is so annoying to deal with, lasts so long too, and you have to be very careful that you don't get multiple heroes hit by that. Like, we can see the Earth Spirit, right? He's got that 5-second BKB, and he's becoming more and more vulnerable in these team fights as well.
Yeah, he's really kind of just popping off, but I like his build, going for the Octarine Core after the BKB. You know, it's not often you see an Octarine Core utilized this early on, but I think the cooldown reduction really helps out this Spirit, as well as the extra mana pool as well. It's a pretty big deal for heroes like Spirit who just need every bit of mana they can get.
They're gonna smoke down to the mid lane. Here, Terrorblade is already ready for the fight as well.
The hook shot straight onto the Morphling here. He does have that strength morph going though. Can they bring him down in time? He's got the Manta, he's holding it for the time being though, and he's actually just gonna get brought down. They have too much damage coming on out. Chrysalis from TB helping out a little bit as well. A couple of critties coming on through. You know, Bombi on the run. Smoke's not gonna get him caught out by the clockwork yet, although now it does pop, getting too close to the tower. That's a bit of a mistake from Bombi here, and he might get punished for it. Oh, the roll just about connects, and this is a dead Ancient Apparition as well. That's going to make it 2 clean kills. Meanwhile, Skem, he's straight into the Roche. He is not messing around here. Dabby, though, sees a courier and should know exactly what's happening here. Can he do anything about it? Well, that remains to be seen. Look at the vision here from the Dire. 2 wards to see around this Roshan pit wherever they can, and 2 heroes which could easily snatch this Aegis. Morphling buying back into this one as well. AA also buying back into this one. He's got the A blast as well, and this is going to be Neon are scared. They're backing themselves out, but Dabby jumping in with the beautiful size coming overhead, but they've got the BKB available on the Spirit, and meanwhile Lasso comes down. They're trying to take down the Oracle, and they will be successful in doing so, and he's got no buyback. Meanwhile, Scam being controlled. He's going to turn around, but he doesn't have the Metamorphosis to play with anymore, so he could be in some real trouble, and we have a pause coming out as the puck disconnects. Meanwhile, the Batrider, he's looking like the one who's going to be dying first in this engagement. He's running out of HP, only 1,000 left, and with a Puck, an Earth Spirit, and a Terrorblade all looking to beat your face in, I don't really fancy his chances. Where is our Morphling? He's coming in on the sidelines. Should bring a lot to this fight as we're going to get going back into this one. The Batrider getting beaten on down. He is indeed going to lose his life, and the Ice Blast not catching on anyone. That's kind of costly. Now the Lasso comes out. The Leash comes out as the Morphling's kind of taken to the front lines here. I mean, he's got to be careful because Skem does do a lot of damage. You got to keep your distance, but Dabby's actually the one in trouble as he's getting beaten on down here. The Puck will be able to get that kill. Pretty low on HP though as he backs himself away. Meanwhile, Skem just standing his ground here in the melee form, still doing a lot of work in these fights. 458 now trying to get himself away. Trying to run here, and that just getting out of range of the sentry, so he doesn't actually connect with that net. Meanwhile, Dabby jumping around the backlines, great kill onto the Puck here, just abusing the fact that they're struggling to kill this Morphling and getting them pickoffs on the side as they do so. All this means is that they're defending Roche a little bit long. Without their Puck alive, the team fights become very difficult. That's 80 seconds when they're not going to be able to get the advantage to kill off Roche, but they're also missing their Batrider, so they don't really have much of an advantage themselves. It's a very finely balanced game right now. Anyone could tip it over the edge. All it needs is one big play or one big mistake. Well, 496 are going to go for the big play. They're going to go into Roche themselves here. I'm sure they're not going to get away with this, though. Scam nearly has the meta up in 25 seconds, but really feeling like he doesn't even need it anymore as he's been able to do so much work, although he has been frozen solid here. We'll see how this one ends up going as...
458 has no mana.
Shot in onto the Tiny. Tiny's going to be the casualty as he gets blown up, but the two-man starts doing a decent job. They once again trying to jump the Oracle here. Can they take him down? Dappy? Yes, he can. He's just doing so much work, taking the Oracle out in every fight, but 458 could be in some trouble. Not enough mana to get himself away. The BKB's going to run out, and now he's in some real sticky situation as Skem casually gets a kill onto Bombi in the back here, but that buys Morphling the space he needs to get out of the engagement. But still, only 2 heroes alive. The Batrider will be up in 20 seconds. Who does Roche go to now? I mean, there's only 3 heroes up on the side, and Neon as well, as the fighting just continues, the all-out brawling between these 2 teams, and I still don't know who's ahead.
Well, Neon, as long as the Terrorblade is alive, there's no way 496 can ever take this Roshan, right? And his TB is just way too tanky. They have to think about killing the Oracle.
Go for it. Don't go jumping Dappy! Gets a steal! Oh my goodness, that is so clutch, taking the Aegis away. He still gets the cheese on the Terrorblade. Dappy will end up losing his life for this one, I would imagine, as he's getting beaten on down. They're pissed, they're angry. I mean, that is a dieback on Dappy, so taking the Aegis, but at a pretty big cost.
I still don't think that was actually enough for 496. This Terrorblade is just way too farmed. The Morphling also bought out in that last fight, so he's bought out twice in this game. He's died 9 times. His net worth is just not significant enough to be able to kill this TB. Like, he's always trying to look for the other heroes like Puck, Earth Spirit, Oracle, and stuff, so he can kill them off and ignore the TB. But at this point, with the Daedalus, this TB does way too much damage. He's unkillable, actually. He's got a Paladin sword too. You were talking about that Morbid Mask, but why need Morbid Mask when you got a Paladin sword, baby?
Yeah, true enough. Does the same damn thing, and they're actually looking to go for the win here. Scam knocking away at the tier 4s. They want to force them to fight without their Night Stalker. And without their Night Stalker, they've got no way to kill off this Oracle. I mean, that becomes the real issue of these fights. Ancient's going to be exposed soon. They don't have a fortification. They can't really wait much longer for this. They need to go, and they need to go now. The hookshot comes forward to damage in as well. Morphling, he doesn't trouble. He's just dead. What? He didn't even get to play the game. He's just dead out of the fight immediately. Hung's dead as well. Scamperlo is too damn big. He comes for you, and he will take down this Ancient. Jesus Christ, Neon. They just flick a switch, lay the smackdown, and they will take game number 2, bringing it to game number 3 in this series. My goodness.
That's